and started getting enough work to make a living in around 58, early 58. And then I did a series called The Outlaws in 50, 59, 60, and 61.
That makes sense. And when I was looking up, because you just got my curiosity thinking that when I looked at your film credits, I started saying, well, you did Fort Apache in '48,
Well,
and then there's a little gap there, and then
right.
Yeah, you came back.
I worked on Fort Apache, a little tiny part. I was on it for a few weeks. One called Massacre River with Guy Madison, Roy Calhoun, and one called Indian Scout with old George Montgomery.
George Montgomery, yep.
And a couple others I can't even remember. And then that's when
you left. And,
went to
well,
school.
you always was a pretty physical guy. So how did the football thing turn out?
I was we call it left and right end in those days, and I played left end, and I was high scorer that first year.
Wow.
And but I couldn't study. I always thought I could tell you stories about how dumb and stupid I was.
Oh, I doubt that.
That when I found out later how stupid I was, I couldn't believe it myself. But anyway,
you got back into motion picture, and we're happy for that anyway. We're happy for you getting back into business.
And it's been great.
And so you have no regrets getting out of football and back into our film.
No. I'm glad I discovered the film business again because I soon realized I was cut out for it.
Yeah.
And it's been good to me, and I've had a good time.
Well, and you've been good to us because it's always a pleasure to see you in these films like The Undefeated and The War Wagon, Safe at Home, and all these films that you've done. And it goes on and on and on. I could be here going through a lot of your list of films. But do you have any favorites, Don? Is that just too hard to say?
The two pictures I made with John Wayne, War Wagon and Undefeated, were my favorites.
You shine in those. In the War Wagon, you played one of the henchmen to, I guess, Buster Crabbe. Bruce Cabot. Bruce Cabot.
Yeah.
And then in The Undefeated, you rode along with Duke.
Good guy.
Yeah, good guy in that.
Yeah.
And you had some key scenes. And now we were speaking off camera yesterday, Don. And when you have big old scenes like with a lot of horses, a lot of cattle, actors like Rock Hudson and John Wayne and yourself and Ben Johnson and all, no one got hurt on that set?
Nobody got hurt. No. Hal Needham was on that one. Hal Needham was the stunt gaffer, and a bunch of the old stunt guys, Bear Hudkins and Jerry Gatlin. I believe Chuck Roberson was down there. Jimmy Burke. They're all good, knowledgeable guys, and they take great pains to make sure that nobody gets hurt.
Good. Yeah, Needham is pretty respected.
But he'd be the first one to get hurt. He didn't know what the word fear was.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But he turned director of some of the Burt Reynolds films.
Yeah, I was on a Gunsmoke one time, and Hal was just doing a stunt, and he came in. I hadn't seen him in a while. He came in that morning, he could hardly walk. And his face is all bandaged up and all that. I said, what the heck? No bandage on his face, just that, like iodine maker.
Right.
I said, what the hell happened to you, Hal? He said, I wanted to test a car rollover that I had almost perfected. I had it out in the desert. And he said, I found out that I put too damn much dynamite in it. It rolled a little too far.
Because he did all those damn movies with Burt Reynolds and the Cannonballs and all those films. He's quite a daredevil, I guess.
Oh, yeah, he was a good stunt man.
Did you ever get hurt on any film?
Just one time. I came off a horse and it hurt my back. That's all.
Really?
Yeah.
Just unexpected?
Well, the boom, the kid holding the boom, I came running into the shot, and he swung that boom arm around right in the horse's face, and the old horse stopped dead. Man, I came off the horse.
The horse picked it up in the corner of the eye.
He stopped dead, and I came right on off.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That was the only time, though.
Well, that's pretty lucky, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Now, outside of those films there, and you can get these films, by the way. They're available on DVD, The War Wagon and Undefeated. Now, the High Chaparral, how did you get cast for High Chaparral, Don?
Well, because I'd worked with those guys before. Old Kent McRae was production manager. David Dortort was a producer, and Kent had worked with me on The Outlaws.
Right.
And we filmed it right there at Paramount where they filmed Bonanza. And I knew all those Bonanza people. And when they did High Chaparral, they called me and asked me if I wanted to do the foreman on the High Chaparral Ranch. And I said, you bet.
And what a cast.
Great bunch of people to work with. I said, okay. You going? All right. I'll talk to you later.
You're talking to the fans here.
Yeah,
Coming
okay,
through.
bye-bye.
We're filming here at the Rex Allen Museum in Wilcox, Arizona. Some fans come by and just talk to you.
Well, we do, Fred Imus and that young lady and myself do a little radio show for Sirius Radio.
Oh, Sirius Radio, sure. Yeah.
We do Fred, I just help Fred out really. He plays country and western music, and he has 18 breaks, and we do 3 minutes for each break.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I worked for a radio station out of Modesto, and I know how. And now you guys go with the playlist and all that. And just,
he does.
Yeah.
I see him doing that.
Yeah,
I just sit there and say yes, no. And
well, you know the fun thing about radio, Don, you can come in your shorts.
Yeah,
and
I
do
love
your job.
it. Yeah, that's what I do. I work in my shorts during that show.
Now this thing with HD, I mean, it'll scare an actor to hell. I mean, you go on the set and it picks up everything. You know, I mean, HD is scaring a lot of actors.
We do. Let me say one thing. We do have a little CD we're coming out with called West of the Story.
Okay.
Duke Hardaway and Dusty Clark. Being another guy, we do little radio dramas, and if people want to buy it, they're great.
Okay.
And it's westofthestory.com.
Westernstories.com, so look that up.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we're going to be doing a panel discussion here at Rex Allen Days, and we're going to be talking to the cast members of High Chaparral, and also Jeff Connors, the son of Chuck Connors, is here from the 50th anniversary of the Rifleman, and you guys just celebrated the 40th anniversary of the High Chaparral.
Well, it's actually about 42nd.
Well, you guys are going to do another reunion next year.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to that, too.
You can be there?
Oh, absolutely.
Great, terrific.
Because Bobby Hoy told me the date, and I plan on being there.
Yeah.
Now, what do you got coming out, Don? Because you got a lot of fans, and they love to see you, and the films that you, and the stories that you know of all the actors in films that you've worked in. What do you got coming out besides this, the radio thing, so fans can pick it up?
I worked in a little movie called Jake's Corner. Mm-hmm. And it was just a kind of a little cameo thing. And I just sat at the bar for 3 weeks. And I'm in drinking beer.
Okay.
I don't drink anymore, but I faked it.
Uh-huh.
But that's the only thing I've done in the last few years. I don't live in Hollywood anymore. I haven't for 25 years.
Where you living now, Don?
Right down here in Tucson.
Tucson.
And I never was big enough where people would come and seek me out. I usually had to go in for the interview.
Oh, I see.
And not living in LA anymore, I don't make the interviews. I really don't want to do any more work.
Yeah, I hear
you. know, I like this radio stuff. I love.
And occasional film. I mean, as long as you can kind of pick and choose, right?
As long as there's not too much dialogue and
yeah, I hear you.
And you can sit.
Well, you know, we're all thankful that you take your time and do my show, and we're also thankful that you're here at the festival at the Rex Allen Days. So fans can see you, hear those stories that you know about the John Wayne stories and all the ones you've worked with, and I'm glad that you told our audience about your two favorites, because those are two of my favorites of yours too.
They were good.
The Undefeated and the War Wagon. I really liked them both. How was Cabot to work with?
Terrible. We had some choice names for him.
No kidding.
Yeah, he was a good actor.
John Wayne used him quite a bit.
Well, mainly because nobody else would hire him, and poor old Duke knew that he needed to make a living. So he helped him out.
Yeah.
He just wasn't our kind of guy.
Really.
You know, he was a good actor, but he just wasn't one of the guys. He was just.
I know that he wasn't part of the gang. Now, how about Rock Hudson, somebody like that?
Rock was a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was always on time, knew his dialogue, hung around the camera, which are things you got to do when you work with John Wayne. And
that's what I hear.
But Rock was a good guy. He was proficient. He knew all that, and he was good. You know.
Yeah, John Wayne just expects you to just be on time and know your lines and go on and do it, and that's it.
Well,
I think Clint Eastwood's the same way. I understand.
I've never worked with Clint, but I think he operates like that.
Yeah.
And they do it with kind of an unseen ability to control people. You know, John Wayne never did say, be here, make sure you're here at 8 o'clock, make sure you know your dialogue, and hang around the camera.
Yeah.
You just did it.
You just did it.
Yeah.
And you respected him anyway, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even though, correct me if I'm not wrong on this stuff, but didn't he didn't get credit for directing all but a couple of movies. I think he directed, what was it, The Alamo and the Green Berets for credit. But he actually was in charge of a lot of movies he didn't get.
That's right.
Yeah. So I picked up on that.
Yeah, he would hang. He was like, if he wasn't in a shot, he'd hang around that camera.
Yeah.
You know, and you'd see he'd be back there,
checking it,
bobbing and weaving. You know, making
dang.
sure that everybody was doing their job.
Well, Chris Mitchum told me a story about where